ring, ring, ring. Siri, I think the money calling me. I finesse everything I had to eat. I feel like Michael Jackson on the beat. Ooh, moonwalk, I let you coons talk. Said he liked to play and ended up in jail. I need everything up in the mall. Siri, tell me how much this shit cost. Ball in my hands are open court. You can't stop me with your biggest sport.
Time to make a wave, time to make a play. Yeah. I know she can change and it won't be the same. Yeah. Time to make a wave.
Josh won me this lizard. Its name is Jay. Now let's hop right into the story. But anyway, the story starts when I first went to college after I graduated high school. So when I went there, I didn't really talk to anybody. I met a couple of people with the people that I came in with from high school. So friends that I had already had, and then their roommate that I had met, Jihad. There was this boy in my class who I just thought was so cute. Like, I would always see him in the rec center, and me and my friend who lived like across from me, we would always try to figure out his name and stuff like that. So we're going to call him Mason. This story is not about him, but he has a kind of a role in this story. I would also see another boy, but I never saw them together. I would just see this other boy too, and I thought he was cute, but I didn't like him. I liked Mason. I would see him on the little campus transit from time to time, and I'd be like, dang, that boy is cute. Like, he cute, he nice. So I would tell my friends about it and stuff like that, and show them him, like, yeah, he cute, whatever. If we'll see them, they'd be like, yeah, he's cute. So my friend Tangi, she's a little bit more social than I am, so she ended up meeting this girl, and she invited the girl over, and I think we went to like the hookah bar with her or something like that. And her name, we're going to call her Brianna. Never really talked to her again. Like, if I would see her, I would wave sometimes, but I never really saw her again. Plus, she wasn't really my friend. She was Tangi's friend. I ended up finding out that the boy that I thought was cute, and we're going to call him Nick, he dated the girl. My best friend, she still lived in Cleveland, so I would always tell her that it was a boy that was so cute to me here, and he was from Columbus. I didn't know his name, whatever. So I was like, one day if I see him, I'm going to try to take a picture. So she was like, okay. So she used to talk to a boy, and I'm just going to call that boy John just because. So she talked to a boy named John, and I would see him at my school sometimes, and I'm like, I know he don't go here, so like, what do he be doing here? And when I see him, I just talk to him. Like, we were cool. We wasn't that cool then because I didn't really know him like that. I had just met him like when we were graduating. I ended up meeting him in the summer, but I didn't know him all like that. I ended up getting cooler with him later, but I was just like, why do I be seeing him? She was just like, yeah, my cousin go there. He'd be there with him. So I'm like, okay. So then I ended up getting on the little transit, and I saw the boy. So I snapped a picture of the boy, and she was like, girl, that's my cousin. That's who John be with. That's they best friend. So I'm like, wow, like, we could have been set this up if I knew this was your cousin. Now he got a whole shorty, you feel me? Like, we can't do nothing now. And I'm just talking to Mason, like, we would hang out sometimes and do little stuff, but we never really hung out. So it was always awkward to like be talking to him because it was just like we didn't hang out. Then it was like he was shy and I was shy, and it just wasn't working out. So basically one time he came over my house, and I was just telling him about like how once I told my friend that I thought the boy was cute, she had him text me. Like, one day he randomly texted me like, hey, and I'm like, who is this? And then he was just like, it's Nick. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? So I'm telling my friend like, what? And the boy's basically telling me like, yeah, he a cheater. He go with my friend Brianna, and he be playing her, like he be lying and just doing stupid stuff, and he just not a good dude. So I was just like, okay, but I'm kind of the type of person, like, I like to see stuff for myself, but I ain't really think much about it anyway because I didn't have no plans on trying to meet him or nothing. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So if I would see him in public and stuff, he would never say nothing to me. So I ain't never say nothing to him. Most of the time I see him, he's with his girlfriend, and I don't be saying hi to her. So what would it make for me to say hi to them now? Like, because I didn't never say hi to her before, and I'm pretty sure she probably saw that he was texting me too, so it just wasn't necessary. Basically, the school year ended up ending. Mason went back to where he's from, and then I found out that the boy is not from Columbus. I don't know if I said that he was from Cleveland, so I guess he went home, whatever. In the summer, we ended up seeing him because I used to live on the street that had a hookah bar on it. The hookah bar that my stuff got stolen at. We seen him and his girlfriend. I think it was like his birthday, and his cousin waved at him, and he ain't saying nothing to her. Like, he just walked straight past it like he ain't never seen this a day in his life. The city that I went to for school is a big party city. People drive from Cleveland to go there for parties all the time. So it was a DJ's birthday, so I ended up going to his party out there. So I went with Dejan and my friends Blase, and when it was time to leave, I seen this car parked next to us. I'm looking in the car, and I'm like, oh, I called my best friend, like, guess who parked next to me? It's John. He parked next to me. So I get out, I'm like, hey, John, whatever. I had him the phone. He started talking to Zenora or whatever. I'm just standing there laughing with them. And then I hear somebody like,
KP.
and I'm looking like, who the fuck? Like, I don't know this voice. Who is this? So I'm looking around like, who's calling my name? Calling my name, I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay. And I see Nick, and he like, come here. So I go over there, and I start talking to him. So he just like, what's up, you know, talking to me regular. I'm like, nothing, chilling.
We just saw you. You ain't say nothing to us, so why you talking to me now?
Like, I got right to the point, like, what it is. So he was just like, you know, I'm not with her no more. You don't got to share me no more. This nigga said, you don't got to share me no more, y'all. I was like, bitch, I ain't never share you. Like, that blew the best out of me. But that's how I ended up meeting him. Just like, what's your number? And I'm like, you already have my number, so find it again. So he ended up texting me, and he was just like, you know, asking where I was from and stuff like that. We just talking. So pretty much that's how we started talking. School's about to start back up, and I'm not going there this year. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going. Whatever. So we're still talking. I was just like, you know, I'll come visit you, whatever, in the first week, because I'm going to see my friends anyway. So, you know, I'll just come slide through real quick, say what's up, whatever. So he was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. So the time comes, I go there, I see him, we hang out, everything cool. I go there a couple more times, we hang out, everything gets all good and cool. Now, when things start going wrong is because there was a boy at my church, which is actually my ex-boyfriend. He went to my church when we were in high school, but he didn't come frequently. Like, he would be in there from time to time. If he did come frequently, I ain't never really noticed that he was in there, but I would see him sometimes in Sunday school, whatever. And I was just like, this boy is fire. Like, so I just be like, okay. But I didn't know him, like, and after we went to school, we went off to college and stuff, I didn't see him for a while until I came back home after my first year of college. So the whole time, like, I had a crush on that boy, and I was just like, okay, this is just too many boys right now. It's too much for me. We ended up becoming friends over the summer just because I had to finesse it. And I was talking to the boy, like, first we were just kind of talking, but then we really start talking. So it was just like, I had really liked the boy more than I liked the other boy, Nick. Now, I did really like Nick, but the reason that I didn't want to talk to him was just because of the fact of how everybody was saying, like, he a cheater and he's this and he's that. We weren't together, so he didn't cheat on me, but I did realize there was a lot of stuff that he would just lie about. And I'm the type of person, like, I don't be caring unless you be lying. And I would just say something to him, and I just felt like he wasn't hearing it. Like, he wasn't getting it. And I feel like he didn't know how to be serious. Like, I'm not that serious a person, too, either. Like, I'm goofy and stuff like that. But I just feel like he wasn't there with me. Like, we wasn't meeting. It just wasn't clicking. We're still cool, too. That's my homie. But we just was not. It was not going. So I actually was talking to him about it. I had told him I had met the boy and everything. Like, I just said my whole piece. I just ended up really talking to the other boy. And then the other boy, my ex, asked me to be his girlfriend. And I just felt like it was better for me to be with him, even though I just felt like it was going to be better. I had to tell Nick that I had a boyfriend. Me and him had already kind of stopped talking because, like I said, I had broke it down to him before. Previous to that I had already met somebody different, and I just felt like me and him weren't going anywhere. Probably he never remembers that I did that, but I remember. But he was drunk, so it probably wasn't a good time for me to try to spround that up. I go tell him, which I was already going there, and I was like, while I'm there, I'm going to go tell him, because I went to go see my friend Taylor. So I didn't really know how to break it to him, because it wasn't like I was scared to tell him or nothing, but I just felt like I didn't think he was going to take it bad, because honestly, I didn't feel like he really cared about me that much, for real. I kind of just think that he was kind of just having fun. But then I was kind of like, dang, I don't really know how to say it, though. Like, I feel like this is weird. So my stupid ass, I go talk to Mason, because me and Mason were still cool. We didn't talk no more, but we were still kind of cool. So I just wanted to talk to him, and I was just giving him a hypothetical, like, you know, what if somebody did this, and I told him the situation, not all of this, but I just was like, how would they should tell that they got another person they talking to or something like that. So basically, Mason's spiteful ass, we gonna get on his fucking story, went and told Nick that I had a boyfriend before I could tell him. So before I could even meet up with him, he was just like, you know, I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, pretty much he kind of got a little attitude with me. And I'm like, I see you was talking to Mason. I already know he probably told you with his spiteful ass. Just like, yeah, whatever. But he still pulled up, whatever. And I was just talking to him about it. And I told him why I made the decision to be with the boy that I ended up being with. Everything was cool after that. Like, I feel like first he was kind of mad. But he didn't really take it bad because I feel like he couldn't disagree with what I was saying. After that, we didn't really talk for real. Like, we would talk from time to time, but out of respect for my boyfriend, I didn't really talk to him for real because I just felt like that just wouldn't have been a good idea. And then one time I went to my old school for a Halloween party. So we ended up going to Nick's house for a little snippet of time. And most of the time I'm downstairs, my friend is there, and then his roommate has friends over. My friend Sierra was there. So we go up in his room, we just sitting down, we talking to him. So I'm just talking to him because we want to talk. So we just talking. Not really about nothing, for real. We just talking, whatever, and, he just being a boy. So I'm just like, got a boyfriend, not gonna happen, shouldn't even be in here talking to you, to be honest. So then, he said something to me, like, he said something in reference to, like, he was gonna try to talk to my friend Sierra. So that irritated me because, he knows that one of my biggest annoying things is when my friends talk to somebody I like or they try to, whatever. Because I done had a lot of little situations with my friends and dudes that I done talked to and dated and stuff. So I don't be playing about stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, bet, that's cool. Okay, go ahead and talk to her. She ain't going to talk to you, though. I hope, but... gonna do what you gonna do. You feel me? That's you. That's what you wanna do. So my friend Zenora was just like asking me like why was I mad and stuff like that, and I'm just like cause he talked about something like Sierra, like he said something in reference to Sierra. So she was like, don't play with my friend cause I smack you. And he thought she was playing. He was just like, son, whatever. She like, no, I really smack you. I'm not playing. And she smacked him. Now, when she smacked him, they start play fighting. I might have a clip from them. I'm not in a play fighting. She just was like, get him. And I was trying to stop them from play fighting. Now, I walked up by them because I was recording them. And he was like kicking my leg. Like he was kicking me. So I'm like, bruh, stop kicking me. So he kept kicking my legs. I'm like, if you kick me again, we're going to have a problem because I'm going to knock everything. I'm going to destroy this room. So he kept kicking me. He kept kicking me. So, I forgot what I did. I don't remember if he like kicked me and I hit him so he got mad, but I think he kicked me again and I was like, okay, you kicked me again. I went over to his desk and I just knocked all the shit off the desk. Like I just was like, knocked all the shit off the desk. So once I did that, he got really mad. He got up and he pushed me into his closet, and he had a hoverboard in his closet too. And I'll never forget, he had a little gold hoverboard and I fell on the hoverboard, and once he pushed me, my best friend went off and she just started attacking him. Like when I say attacking, like I mean like attacking like as if she was really fighting somebody. She did not care that was her cousin at all. Like they started fighting. Like she just punching him, whatever, is going crazy, and they just pushing each other and shit like that. And then he like I think he like pushed her into his desk. It collapsed, and he had just got that desk too. I remember him telling me. And then she just pushing him back into the bathroom. Tierra looking crazy. I'm trying to break them up. Like y'all do not need to, y'all cousins, y'all need to be fighting. But at the same time, I'm being more forceful for him because you got me fucked up in here trying to touch my best friend. Like that's what the fuck we not gonna do. So we just start going up for him. Like we going crazy. Like you dumbass, you stupid ass. Like we just really going off for him. Like we going crazy. She done punched his mirror in and broke the mirror that he had on his wall and everything. And I was just like, this is crazy. All because you tried to get back at me talking about people you talk to or try to be petty. Like I don't like stuff like that. I don't care about you talking to them. I got a whole ass nigga at home. Like what are you? And then we called John and told him about it, and John was just like, this nigga crazy, like he tripping, I don't know what the fuck he on. He was just salty because, he was talking to my friend. And it was just crazy, but I just could not believe, like, when they started fighting, like, I literally froze for a second. Me and Tierra was looking like, what? I had to snap back into it and, like, do stuff. He ended up apologizing to her. He apologized to her and stuff like that, they cousins. But he ain't never, I think he apologized to me like weeks and weeks and weeks later. Like, and we really wasn't cool all like that for real because that had blew me. I just feel like he went too far. I told my mom and everything, and she ended up meeting him too. Like after me and my ex had broke up, he ended up meeting my mom, and she was just like, if you ever put your hands on my daughter, like, if you know my mama, she be doing the most. So, That was that story, but that shit was crazy to me. I was just like, nigga, you did not.
Ain't on the way. I'll be rich if I do this every day. Honestly, I don't got no time to waste. Seem like they uploading me back from my grave.